Hey YouTube, welcome to Walk in Faith. So in today's video, I'm going to give you guys one thing that you have to stop doing if you want to see real progress in 2022. And this message may not be for everybody, but for those who it is for, you have to stop allowing your emotions to dictate your decisions. This is so important because we always go into the New Year's excited, right? We're looking forward to the accomplishments we're going to make. We have all these expectations, these New Year's resolutions, right? But sometimes we end up not doing what we say or completing what we set out to do because eventually you lose momentum. Like, even if you're really passionate about something or you're excited to do something, you may be consistent with it for a while. But there is going to come a point when you just don't feel like doing that thing. You just don't feel like it. Like, say, for example, you start out on a weight loss journey, right? You're thinking about this new body that you're going to have, how you're going to be snatched, okay? So you start out doing your workouts, you start making your meal preps and eating right. And then 2 to 3 weeks later, okay? And for some of us, 2 to 3 days later, you just don't want to work out anymore. You don't want to stick to the diet, right? You just feel like eating some Doritos, if we're being truthful, you know? But that's where the mental toughness has to come in. It's mental toughness all 2022, because if you really want this body like you say, you really want to accomplish these goals like you say you do, you cannot allow your emotions to dictate your decisions. Because it's easy to just cave into how you feel, you know? It's easy to not follow through with what you say because you're tired. You just don't feel like it. You don't want to do it. But you have to push yourself. I'm not saying to kill yourself, but how bad do you want it, you know? You got to think about the goal. Think about the bigger picture at the end of the day. So don't get so caught up in your emotions, because emotions and feelings are fickle. You know, like, you may be really motivated to do something one day and you feel totally different the next day. But you have to remember your why, because sometimes when what you set out to do is bigger than yourself. Like, say you're walking in your purpose, right? You're on the assignment that God has for you. You're not going to feel like doing that every day. I mean, that's just the honest truth. But there are souls attached to your assignment, because when God calls us to do things, he always has purpose behind it. So there's somebody in the world waiting for you to show up. They're waiting for you to complete what God has called you to do. So you don't want to allow your emotions and your feelings to get in the way of you being in alignment with God's will for your life and, you know, your prosperous destination and where you're trying to be. So you want to really get a hold of your emotions going into this new year so that you can see real progress in your life. But that was just a quick word of advice for you going into 2022. I thank you guys so much for listening to this message, and I just pray that you have a blessed and prosperous new year. And remember to put God first, because he loves you so much. But I thank you so much for listening again. I will see you guys in the next video. Be blessed.